Let me turn this on now. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Man, I really gotta do these assessments and all this other nonsense. I am here to answer all questions scam related, or any questions rather. I really don't care. Good evening. Oh, well, good morning. Well, it's still evening, so good morning or good evening, everyone. How's it going? How's it going? Shout outs to Two Chicks with a Solid Hustle. Check them on out. Shout outs to Donisha's channel. I got you, sis. The side hustle continues. Or the side hustle queen, excuse me. Damn, Juicy J. All right, let me go ahead and put this in the group here. All right, and then let's go ahead and start the call. Okay. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Why aren't you working? Settings, that's why. Here and here. Check, check. All right. Put you on off to the side. How's it going, Tanisha? Yes, the scammers are coming hot. They must be stopped. I don't know about all that. Deanna Banks, how's it going? I'm here from Two Chicks channel signing you out. I appreciate it. And let me go ahead and get the link to the Telegram group. Add members, chat, copy, close, cancel. All right. Telegram group. Okay. So scamming, we'll go over the simple stuff today. There's so many levels to this stuff. Like, all right, let's just go over the email stuff. I'm sure I have. Hopefully, it's not too much porn in my junk mail. Oh, they really want their equipment back. Uh, let's see what else we have. Nothing much in here. That's not even nothing scam related in there. But this email box. Oh boy. Oh boy. Walmart shopping. So, I don't know what this is. I could probably guess that this is probably some sort of program. Well, you should assume that it's such and just exercise extreme caution. Chase reward. So you see how like these emails, you want to first of all, with all your emails, you want to check who it's coming from, right? There's no chase reward or anything coming from a .com.uk website. That's basically the basic. That's the basic web address suffix for websites in the UK. .com.uk. So no, don't know what that is. Hold on, let me see. Let me put this off because I don't want no porn to pop up. What is this? They're all scams. CVS reward. We know this is a scam. CVS reward me at cisco.com.uk. Yeah, okay. Again, we don't know what these Unicode characters are. They could be a program. They could be an image. They could be whatever. Whatever it is, the email server didn't process them as is. So basically, what hackers and programmers call this is like it's like code inline code. So basically, instead of sending an image or a document as an attachment, they'll just send the code in the email, and then they'll try to get the email server, or rather exploit the email server to launch that code on your computer, client side as we call it. Didn't work this time. Okay. Central Bank of Nigeria. From the desk of Mr. Godwin, a mouthful, whoever, your fund approved payment of $25 million through ATM card. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Blee, blee, blee. And of course, it's a personal Yahoo email here. So no, we know that's a scam. That's the easy stuff. The hard stuff is basically when, um, let's see. One of the things you can do as far as like a phishing scam, you could, hold on, let me turn this off. One of the things you could do as kind of like a phishing scam, you could CC and BCC a ton of people, so um, the sender's email address doesn't really pop up unless you like click on something from like the from or whatever. See how this is hid behind the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN, right? And then this is just the email address. So How do you label this and hide the email address? Well, in your email settings, you could change. It's like your first and last name. This is just the first. This is just. It could be Central Bank's first name of Nigeria CBN last name, whatever. That's all that is. And they do that to hide like their real email address. So Central Bank of Nigeria CBN sounds a lot more official than r89630069 at gmail.com. Right? Uh, links. Okay. Also on your links, even if it's something that looks official, because I could change it to Bank of America. I can create a link that forwards that points to a website on my web server that looks exactly like a Bank of America login page. To one, log your IP address once you click on that link. Two, to uh, to take, not to take, but to copy or to store your credentials. Because then I can say, like, once you click on the login button that, we're having server maintenance at the moment, try again later or some nonsense like that. But now I have your credentials. And also, we can also flip those logins and your IP address. We can flip that into another scam and send you another email saying like, hey, we noticed that you tried to log into this site. This site may be a scam. Do you mind verifying with your first name, first and last name, or your address or your social security number, so on and so forth, and that will be a different email address, and so on and so forth. Many different scams, many different ways. Somebody actually got me. I want to say about a year ago. T-Tech on the Bank of America account at T-Tech. They regularly have like these. They run like these tests. They'll send like um, these these phishing emails. So it was one that was saying like, you just started. We don't have your I-9 information. Click this link to to submit your I-9 info. Now I clicked the link, and I wasn't supposed to because that's all it takes is you click on a link, and then a program automatically gets downloaded to your computer, automatically gets executed on the client side, and now hacker has complete admin access on your computer or whatever. But on as far as like the links when they send you in an email, always hover over them. You see how it says mail to, and then like right next to it is like mail to whatever. It's actually the email address. Sometimes the link text, what you see here is the link text, right? But it may not necessarily point to what the text say. It may point to somewhere else. See what I'm saying? How can I do this? Let me illustrate this really quick. So let's email this to myself. And let's say phishing email example. And then we want to create a link. We're going to say, click this link to go to google.com. We're going to select this text. We're going to make it a link. Let me see if I remember how to do this. Is it? Nope. Is it this one? It's one of these. Don't make me look bad now. Insert link. Okay. So you see what the text says, google.com, and we're going to make a link to say www.indeed.com. Insert link. And then we're going to send it to ourselves. We should be getting it immediately. Okay. So you see how it says google.com, but when we click it, it takes us to indeed.com. So it is very, very, very important. Even the emails you think are legitimate, even when you look at the sender's emails and it looks legitimate, even then, hover over the link and check out the link text. You see at the bottom it says www.indeed.com, right? It's not where it goes. Do not click. Do not just click. Always think. Please. Now, from the hacker side, most of the time, most people are not going to click on the link, or they're going to be like, yeah, there's some bullshit, whatever. But 1% of people, 1% of people will click that link and they'll be exploited. Or whatever code you want. Maybe it's some adware. You just want some ad revenue. It may seem innocent. You know, there was once upon a time there was these pieces of software called adware. And what they would do is you would click on the link, the software will automatically download to your computer, and then you would get ads on your desktop. Didn't really hurt that much. It was more annoying than anything. It may bog down your computer, so on and so forth. Yeah, you don't want to do that either. It's all bad. So hover over the link, check the link. Now, this is EM client. I don't know about. Will it do it in? Hold on, let me see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look in Gmail itself. Gmail.com. I think there is. I would hope so. Maybe. No? Okay. So if you go into your Gmail, if you hover over the link, you see in the bottom right hand corner, it's very small. You may not be able to see it on your end. But on the bottom left hand corner, bottom left hand corner, you see where it says www.indeed.com? Yeah. Don't just go around clicking links, even if you think they're legit. Okay. Any questions? I hope y'all are still watching that, boy, y'all. 2 people. Okay. Any questions? I did drop a lot of packets. I don't know why I'm dropping packets, but whatever. Let's see what else. The obvious stuff like confirm your check and all the other stuff. That stuff is blatant scams. Chase rewards, anything with hearts on it. I don't know. I don't know who thought that hearts represented um, more legitimacy, but no. Um, it's really like the older crowd. They don't know, so they see Walmart shopping or they see CVS reward and they go around clicking on stuff. Let's see, Dirty Tinder, True Green affiliate, Walmart shopping. This with a whole bunch of stuff. .ru .ru is a Russian suffix. You may see pictures of a naked woman. Please. I ain't that horny to click that link. Anywho, Central Bank, Central Bank of Nigeria. Of course, this is a scam. We all know about these 419 scams that Nigeria like to put out. Sam Club's reward. Yep, all of these are scams. Don't know what that is. A whole bunch of Unicode characters. Sometimes, I mean, it may be. I don't think it's a SQL Server exploit. But yeah, that's for another live stream where we start talking about like how people hide stuff behind Unicode characters. We actually know that it's a link because we see part of a link right here. So this could be a link encoded in something else. Depending on a email server's language settings or security settings, it could process this code as a link. Of course, that's where security comes in on the email server side and so on and so forth. This is another Russian email. Don't know what this is. Wish, not a scam, but not interested. Home Depot rewards. So we're basically getting the same kind of Unicode encoding. It may be a link. Yeah, we know it's a link, but we don't know what the link it's a link to. Right? Inspection units. United Nations Inspection Unit at John F. Kennedy International Airport, blah, 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 blah. Please provide your name, phone number, and full home and address to cross-check it corresponds to the name, so on and so forth. Again, another scam. So you see how it says David C. Lee Inspection Unit? That's just a name. And you see like the email address? Muhammad Yusuf Hafsa? hofsat8@gmail.com. Yeah. Yeah, same thing with this email address. You see, I see David. Well, it does say uh, David C. Lee, but nope, nope. And even if it's from a source that you think is legit, uh, still do your research. Still. Now, as far as like non-email kind of scams, like Indeed has its things. I can't. Not many. There are scams that go on Indeed. I can't. Of course, I can't spot any. I won't be able to pull up any. I don't come across that many. How can you get them to stop sending emails? You can't. I mean, you could block. You can't. It depends on your email, who your email service is through. Here, Tressa. Yeah, Tressa. Uh, it depends on who your email service is through. You can send you can automatically redirect all emails from this email address to the trash or to the spam folder or whatever. But they'll just use a different email address. You see, like this Walmart shopping one. This is from support at Wasm LSSB whatever the hell that is. And then the next one is QOOGL Pwn. Google Pwn at whatever the hell that is .com. That's fun. That's funny. IRPL. So they'll just use you can they are email service where you can create like 1,000 emails in like 5 minutes using automation. It won't use. They don't have any captchas available or anything. You can also use temporary email addresses and just spam those off and just check those every now and then. See who responds with their information. Right? I mean, really, there's really nothing you can do. There is something you can do, but as far as like blocking out all spam emails, no. The email server catches what it can, and then the rest is left up to you. All right, any questions? Now, as far as Indeed, same thing with Indeed. Let's go to Indeed real quick. Let's go to customer service representative. We'll do our usual thing here. Find jobs. Remote. Okay. Let's try one of these that don't have a price tag on them. All right, so no results CX is legit because I applied to them. Remote claims call center specialist up to 2,500 new hire. No price. Okay, so when it says apply on company site, ooh, that URL is ugly. Let's see. I mean, I guess this is one of those things we have to trust Indeed with their apply on company site. I would look and see one if the job has a profile page. If they don't, and if it says go on their website or not, maybe not on apply on the company site, they'll have like another link. Y'all have seen me do these, where they'll have like a link in the job post that says click on this link to go fill out your application, or click on this link to schedule your appointment. Outside of apply now, I would never click that link. So like there's the link here for a phone number, and you see in the bottom left hand corner it says telephone 1336-435-2000. Right, so you have to check the links. You have to check the links to the links. In other words, not just a link text. The one thing I do hate about Indeed is that they have like these super long URLs where you can't really see. You just really have to trust Indeed at that point on their apply to company site. But I've never seen where like a scam job posts will have like apply on the company site. It's always apply now, and then there's usually like a link that says click here to do something else, which you wouldn't. Let's see if we can find one with an outrageous uh, salary. Let's go with 50K. Call center representative must be life licensed. No. Health insurance agent and customer service. No. Emergency customer service agent. No price. Up to 65 years. These are sales positions. Oh, customer support representative. 60 to 100K a year. Okay. This ain't sales. They're only looking for one person. This is apply now. Is there a link to do anything else down here? No. How are you familiar with writing SQL statements? Okay, so what customer service? This is off topic, but what customer support representative job is going to have you writing SQL statements? That's a developer job, a DBA position. SQL statements, by the way, is a statement you write a query to a database to retrieve information from. That is not a customer service representative position. IT centric, manage customer support issues with our Zendesk ticketing systems. DNS load balancing, that's not a CSR position, that's a tech support position. Whoever wrote this job post needs to be slapped because they don't know what they're doing. Anywho, customer success manager. Of course, I can't find it now. Insurance contact center director. 14 to $37 an hour. Remote customer loyalty sales representative. Well, we know it's sales. Applying. Oh. Okay, so here's an example. Okay, so it does say YouTube. It gives a YouTube link, but again, you want to check bottom left-hand corner to see if the link matches the text. The link is in the bottom left-hand. The text is what you're hovering over. It matches, but just remember that this could be going to like www. I'm a Russian. I'm gonna hack all your bank accounts and all the other stuff that are you. And here you are clicking on the link, and then you get a whole bunch of malware installed to your computer via your browser. Same thing here with the docs, the Google Doc. Yeah, it does match. But again, you do want to, if the URL is too long, like if it's some super long URL and the text is not that long, don't click it. Okay. This seems like a cash out, by the way. Another YouTube link. Is this the same one? No, it's not. Inspiro. They got two links in here. All right. They both go to YouTube YouTube videos. Okay. Any questions? To be honest, guys, you can only do what you can. If hackers are really elaborate, they want to get you. You really have no shot. Here's why. If you go on someone's website, you can program a website to log your IP address the moment you go on their website. Automatically log it. You know that chat bot function that Adecco has? You can implement something like that. It's like, hey, we want to have an interview, but first, can you put in your information in our chat bot so we can expedite your application? And then your chat bot will ask you your first, your last name, your address, your phone number, your I-9, or they'll pretext you and say like, you qualify. Are you available to work next week or whatever? And if you say yes, well, let's go ahead and get your I-9 on out the way. Go ahead and again put in your first and last name, your address. So they'll redirect you to a website that looks just like the government's I-9 website. That's relatively easy to do, very easy. I can whip that up in like 10 minutes or so. And then of course it'll ask you for your social. And once you press the submit button, your information gets logged onto whatever server it's on, um, and you're got. And it's all over. They have your first and last name. They have your social. They have you. Even they may even ask you like security questions. They may even ask you security questions, and and you'll give them answers to that, so they can use that, kind of like to pivot if they want to call in on your credit card or your debit card, and if you have security questions on that, and now they have that. Or they can even ask you for your PIN number. Maybe you have a favorite number, a favorite 4-digit number that you use for everything to keep things simple. And they'll ask you, well, to protect your identity and your information, please input a 4-digit PIN number and confirm. And now they have that. So that's this stuff, looking at the links and the email stuff, oh, that's just scratching the surface. That's nothing. That's nothing. Um, what else? How else can they get you? Uh, well, there's some fake sweepstakes things where you all see in the mall and stuff, where you get a piece of paper, you put in your personal information, your phone number, all the other nonsense, and you put it into a box, hoping that you win. Of course, you don't win. Nobody knows who won. The car sits there forever. They just rent a car for a week or so, and they just let it sit there while they're gaining other people's information. Or they could say that you're in. Um, Maybe they'll say that you're a finalist or something, and they need more information from you. All kinds of ways. All kinds. Um, what's another way? Donation sites. Like right now, it's still hurricane season, but like the COVID thing, you can ask to you get like I don't know if they have like your first last name and email address and your email address, you know the spam's coming. They have your physical address. They may actually send you like physical spam, which has happened. That was like popular in the 80s and the 90s. They may still do it. Really no point when you have email, but you never know. Um, but once they have your first and last name, your social, it's not the credit cards and the debit cards and the secured credit cards they have to worry about. It's the it's just a profile. They can get jobs in your name now. They can get jobs in your name. And of course they can do credit and all the other stuff. Like like could you have like someone okay, so let's say someone like me. Let's say if I was going to scam, right? And Respondology was going to be kind of like my personal bank account. And if I had like 50 profiles, right? Well, first and foremost, yeah, I know how many computers I have. I'm up to 17 now. I'm up to 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The M1 is 14. The host computer is 15. And I have two that are sitting here looking at me lonely, waiting for me to hook them up. So that's 17. Have you seen the dark web? There's a documentary on that. That's nothing. I've seen it. That's nothing. That's nothing. There's a whole underground where people. It's called carding. When unemployment. Um, they can get your income tax, or they can use your profile for to get. Uh, so what they can do? Well, okay. Let me give you my example. Very simple, very easy. I would. Here's what I would do. I would create a Facebook page. Y'all already seen me create a social media network, and I created. Y'all see me share like two chicks with a side hustles posts on that site. Well, I could create my own post, or I can create my own group, and then I can start fleecing people off of two chicks fleecing people off of other remote sites, I can create an ad. That ad, you click that ad, it goes to my website. My website is stored on my own personal web server. Y'all have seen me do that. And then on that website, I can create a chat bot, or I can just have a simple post. Submit your information, submit your resume. Um, we'll get back to you, and then I can have, based on when someone clicks submit, I can have that website automatically fire off an email with that submitted information. 5 minutes or less. Thank you for your interest. We want to take the next step with you. Click on this link, which goes to another website sitting on my home server. Ask you for your full first name, your last name, your middle name, um, your address, your telephone number, references, personal references, professional references. What else? I'll ask you some goofy ass questions for legitimacy's sake. And then, of course, then you submit that. And then I come back 30 minutes later. We can have that all done on timer. You've all seen me do automation with timers. Within 30 minutes, I can fire off yet another email. Congratulations. We want to get you started. We have a training date set for the following Monday, and this is our pay. Our pay is $26 an hour. Right? We have $26 an hour. What we're going to do is we're going to have you. We're not going to funnel you into a Google Meet. We're not going to funnel you into a Telegram. I'm going to have you just do a quick questionnaire with our chatbot, and then from there, however you answer, lets us know. We can actually skip that entire step because we've already done the pre-qualification stage. Then I can say, well, you're hired. It's $26 an hour. Great for you. Of course, you're going to say yes. Of course. And then I'm going to redirect you to the I-9. Then that's when I'm going to have my fake ass I-9 government page sitting there. I'm going to have like the little FBI warning and all the other stuff for legitimacy. You're not going to look at the URL. You're not. 99% of people do not look at the URL when they're clicking. Because you don't know what the URL is supposed to look like. So, you're only thinking about $26 an hour and how you're starting next week and you're excited. Oh my goodness, I really need this money. I'm gonna your first, your last name, previous addresses, current addresses, social security number, security questions. I'm gonna have you create 3 of them. I'm gonna ask you for a 4-digit PIN. I'm gonna ask you to verify it. Then I'm gonna do. Then after you do that, after you submit that information, it's party time. Because you know what comes next, right? Oh, you know what comes next after that. You know what comes next after that, Tanisha? 2 hours later, I'm going to give you a welcome email. I'm going to give you a fake Zoom link. Then I'm going to say, then I'm going to ask you to complete your W-4 tax forms. I'm going to have another fake ass website sitting on my web server for that. Put in your first, your last name again, your social, your addresses. And then I'm going to have you put in your kids' information. You have any dependents? Chances are good you do. Okay, go ahead and put in your kids' information. Matter of fact, put down their social security numbers too. Oh, now we balling now, because now tax time coming up in the Q2. Oh, now we got your information. We got your kids' information forever. You're done. You're finished. You get no more income tax. Everybody needs that money, but you're not getting it. No mas. Do not pass go. You're fucked. We're getting unsecured prepaid unsecured debit cards in your name. We're getting secured debit cards in your name. We're getting secured credit cards in your kid's name. We're going to put $400 on each one. Actually, no, we'll put $1,000 on each one. We'll run that up. We'll spend that money. We'll keep up with the payments in 6 months on all 3 profiles. Let's say it's you and 2 kids. We'll keep up the payments on all 3 profiles. In 6 months' time, that $1,000 credit limit that we had to put a deposit down, we've showed the credit bureaus that we're trustworthy, that we keep up with our payments. Now credit limit increases from 1,000 to 1,500 or 1,000 to 2,000. So not only, and then also we can also we've your credit rating. Your now if you look at your credit record, you don't know what's going on. Of course, you've been scammed. You don't know what the hell's going on. You look at your credit score. Credit score has gone up. Oh, awesome! I don't know how I got there, but I'm not going to complain because my credit was dog shit, and now it's not dog shit. It's 650. It's 700. We're golden. Okay, whatever. You think it's a message from God. God is looking out for me. No, no, you about to get bent over. That's what's about to happen. So so now you got a 700 credit score. Awesome. You don't look at your kids' credit score because why would you? Your kids also got a credit score of 700, but how does an 8-year-old have a credit score of 700? Whatever. Now we can get houses. We can get a car loan. We can get home loan is a little bit more complicated. That's a whole different ball game. We can get a car loan. We can get whatever loan, not whatever loan, because different loans have different standards. But now, y'all see how one link, one small link, turns into you getting fucked bad. Can you get a Norton and LifeLock? You can get a LifeLock, but most people can't afford it. You can get your I think a credit freeze or whatever. Basically saying no one could get anything in your name unless you give the okay. Most people don't know about that though. Most people don't know, and even if they know, they don't care. They're like, well, my credit's dog shit. They can't take anything from me. Bullshit. Yes, you can get a LifeLock. I don't know about Norton. You can get a credit freeze. People either they don't know or they know or don't care. That's most people. I know my credit score went up, but I paid off 5 debts. I check my credit daily. So yeah. So now one link, one very small, no, actually not even a link, a Facebook post has turned into a living nightmare. Not just for your generation, but your children's generation. That's how I would do it. And by the time you catch on, by the time you realize, because again, you still you, we'll come up with like social engineering and stuff to like hold off people for like a week, or maybe we could put it up from not next Monday, but like 3 weeks from now. You could do a lot of damage in 3 weeks. Doesn't matter. They have your information. It's a wrap. You don't even have to respond back to them ever. And again, the website is sitting on your web server. So I mean, you can use VPNs. You can use VPNs to VPNs. You can use what else can you use? Anonymous virtual machines. There's free virtual machines running on third world countries. All kinds of stuff. There's no hacking in this. There's no hacking. It's a very slow con, but it's there, and it's devastating. You think you're about to get $10,000 for your income tax? No, ma'am. I'm about to get $10,000 for income tax. I don't know what to tell you. And that's just one person. Imagine if we did this to 5,000 people, 10,000 people, 20,000. Y'all see how scams can really be very lucrative. Now my scam strategy is very technical. You have to know how to build a website. You have to know how to put the website on the server. You have to know how to craft the emails. You have to know how to do all that stuff. And then of course there's the knowing how to cover your tracks with when the credit card comes and all the other stuff. Yeah, devastating. Just from a Facebook post. But yeah, anyone that asks you to go to like a Telegram meeting to do like an interview, no. Now, as far as Google Hangouts, Vacasa has done that. I forgot the other company. Kaplan had me do an interview in Google Hangouts, but Kaplan is a trusted name, and then plus I spoke to them on the phone prior. Vacasa probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. But it goes so much deeper, guys. So much deeper. There's all kinds of ways to scam people. It's easier to scam people now than it was in 2000. So much harder. Keep in mind, there was no social media. Outside of AOL Instant Messenger, there was no social media in 2000. There was email scams, but this is before Nigeria 401, 419 letters, before all this stuff. Now, man. So be careful what you're cooking on in Facebook as well. Be careful. Questions? But yeah, that's how I would do it. That's how I would do it. It's very hard to catch. I could change up my web address, my dynamic domain web address every single day because again, it's running off of my server, not off of anyone else's server. Um, all kinds of ways. What's another way that you can scam people? In social media. Social media is probably the easiest way of doing things. Yeah. Like this page, this National General page, this Workaday page, my Workaday jobs. You see that link? ngic.wd1.myworkadayjobs.com / national general / job / whatever whatever. Yeah, we can fake this entire thing. Let me show you how easy it is to fake. Tanisha says it's safer to use your credit card online than your bank card. I hear. Uh, I don't know. If a scammer has one, they're just gonna pivot to try to get the other. To copy this web page, all you got to do, Control S, save, and we're gonna change the save the entire web page. We're gonna put this in our downloads folder, and we're gonna bring this up here. Now it's not perfect. We do have to make some adjustments here, like move these buttons aside and everything. Um, let's see, search for jobs. We could do that. That's just simple HTML manipulation. Add some space here. Probably add like a divider. Um, but yeah, this is very simple. Or we could just make this part. We could just make this entire part up here just an image, and then fill this entire area with this image right here, and then the rest of it will be legit. You click on the supply button. Uh-oh, that's a link. You see when I hover over this link, when I save the web page, you see where the link goes to? It still goes back to the legitimate website. You see at the bottom left hand corner there? It goes back to the legitimate website post, the job post. These links could be wherever to where I goes wherever I want. No mercy. No mercy. Now, there's all kinds of strategies of getting people's information. Um, what's another one? You could do like a fake government assistance post or whatever. You hear about this, blah blah blah, whatever. Creating fake profiles. Y'all know about catfishing. Catfishing is very low hanging fruit. Um, but third world countries, those women still employed because there's a lot of horny men. and they want to get with beautiful women, and those women run their pockets, rightfully so. You know, I don't shame anyone's hustle, but in that instance, if you're the guy, like, I mean, come on. If you haven't learned that lesson, you're gonna learn real quick. What's another one? We already went over donation scams, job post scams through social media. Same thing through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Um, they're not women. They're a man in Nigeria, India. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Yes, but catfishing. Okay, so high level, not really high level. So one of the things, like say Brazil, right? Brazil is a third world country, a very fancy third world country, but a third world country nonetheless. A lot of those women, it's a very, I don't want to say rundown. Rundown is not the right word, but a lot of people are struggling in that country. So if you're a good looking woman, you can have a face to face chat with a guy. You can. So it's not catfishing in the sense of you don't know what the person looks like. It's catfishing in the sense of you're building a rapport with your uh, what's the word I'm looking for? With your John, I guess. So it's word is on the tip of my tongue. With your victim, you're building a rapport with your victim. It may be for days, for weeks. It is not just Brazil. It's India, Thailand, Philippines, anywhere essentially. Being a man in America, even if you're dirt poor, being a man in America is very valuable to third world countries because y'all know about the green card thing, marrying for a green card, and all of that stuff. All of the scams. Now there are some women, there are some men that they legitimately fall in love and whatever, and they live happily ever after. But a lot of times, they build up that rapport, and a month later, someone's in a hospital, they don't have money to pay the bills, and then of course they're asking for money. Now, if you're the guy, you've built an emotional connection with this person who you've been talking to face for a month. 90 Day Fiance vibes, yeah, that's the show. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot all about that show. That show is a mess. Holy shit. But yeah, you've built a rapport for someone for a month. They look good. They done got naked in front of you a few times. Maybe you even went down to that country and you've gotten intimate with that person physically. Now you're back home and now they're asking for money. They're asking for $1,000, $2,000, 5,000. No big deal, right? You have an emotional connection. This may be the one. You may make this woman your wife, bring over to the States, upgrade her life, so on and so forth. Be a real man, yeah. Take her out of the mud, bring her into the United States, show her a better life as your wife. You be the man who you want to be. You get a beautiful wife, a beautiful, uh, cooperating, humble, modest wife. And then now she's asking for money. Now, of course, there's 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 uh, there's red flags. There's alarm bells going off in your head. You know this is wrong, but this is not catfish because you've already been with this person. Can she really be fake? And then, like, I did sleep with her. It's not really fake. Is she trying to run my pockets or does she really need help? And if maybe she does need help and, it's not a big deal. Right? You're going to make this woman your wife. You have every intent on making her your wife. Ain't no big deal to give her money because she's going to be your wife one day anyways. No big deal. No harm, no foul. So you cough up the 5 grand. Now, game theory, by the way, is the science of finding optimal strategies. Game theory wise, if you're a guy, would you pay any woman in the universe $5,000 for sex once? No. Well, some guys would, some millionaires would. I don't know why they would, but anyways, I didn't think she's a gold digger, but she ain't mess with no. Well, okay, you can say, okay. I guess from their perspective, if you're in a third world rundown country, I guess it is digging for gold. I guess, but I mean they're just exploiting the system. The system being um, men's horniness and to their egos for them wanting to be a real man for their need to provide to their need to be that person that she can rely on if something happens. Some guys will happily pay that 5K and not even think twice if they don't have it. There was a guy, speaking of 90 Day Fiance. I don't know if you saw this episode. Maybe it was 2 seasons ago. There was a black guy. I think he lives in Lake Mary. Is it Lake Mary? Yeah, Lake Mary is between, yeah, Lake Mary, and the woman was from either Brazil or from the Dominican Republic. He brings over to the state. Mistake number one. He brings over to the states, and now she has all of. She wants to spend, buy all this expensive stuff. Of course, she can't buy for herself, but she wants to spend all this stuff, and the guy doesn't want to do it. You could tell he doesn't want to do it, and if he did want to do it, he doesn't have it like that. You could tell. Body language says anything. His face. I feel bad for you, but you know better. Did you not learn this lesson in high school? Of course, if a guy, okay, so if a guy doesn't have it, he gonna start putting up resistance. Hey, why you want this? You already know. You was horny. You wanted a good-looking wife. You wanted a good-looking wife with a fat ass. You wanted a good-looking wife with a fat ass and the titties damn near popping out. And you gotta pay. You gotta pay. So I mean, yeah, it's rough. Now, I'm not a woman, so I can't speak on like the role reversal. Um, I am interested to hear y'all side on that because I don't like guys. I don't think they would approach it like how women approach. Like women could be very direct. Not really direct. Yeah, well, yeah. Some women are bold enough to say, I need X amount of dollars to spend on whatever. You my man. Just give me the money. Some women are that bold. Ukrainian women are that bold. But I'm interested in like the opposite. Like what kind of things that men do to like kind of scam women out of their money? Is it really like I don't know how like you could put on like the charm and stuff like that, but how do you make that bridge from I want to be the man that you want me to be and your future husband and all this to let me hold $50,000? I don't understand. Like, how does one make that bridge? Now, I don't know if y'all saw the movie. What's the name of that movie? Acrimony with Taraji P Henson. Now, I can understand why. I can understand why Taraji's character was so pissed because she got her pockets ran bad for a man who she believed in. I guess that's probably that's the way in. I guess painting a picture, painting a fairy tale, and then he cheats on her. She loses the house. She's completely broke. loses the inheritance, the house, the everything. He doesn't know. He doesn't know about getting a job because the money was run out. His invention isn't going anywhere. I'm telling the movie. I do like the movie though. She hates him. She resents him, but then she hates him. Um, and then he comes into some money, and then, of course, now she wants to get back with him. All that hate that she had from him instantly evaporates when he comes into some money when his invention takes off. Anywho, my point is be careful of scams. Be very, very careful of scams. There's all kinds of scams. Did I put y'all to sleep? All right. There's all kinds of scams. Social engineering is just one form of scam. This is the catfishing. That's social engineering. People selling you a dream and asking for money for you to invest in them. That's a scam, man or woman. That's a scam. Jobs that do the that do uh, the bait and switch, where uh, they'll tell you that this is what a job is, and then when you start the job, it's something else, slightly different. Asurion is one very good example of that. They're paying $19 an hour. It's still the $3,000 sign-on bonus. Problem with them, they label it as a tech support slash customer service position. It's a sales position. They don't want to label it as a sales position because they know if people see sales representative, they don't want any part of that. So while it is customer service slash tech support, it is it's going to is your job is mainly selling, upselling, upgrades and warranties and stuff like that. Terrible job. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Um, what's another one? Tanisha, you ever been scammed before? Anybody? Anyone's been scammed before? Oh, the moment I turn off this fan, it starts getting hot again. On Instagram, tell me about it if you want. How did that happen? Investment scam. Oh, ooh. Okay. So a good show, a very, very good show, probably one of my favorite shows of all time. To really watch from beginning. It's an ongoing series. Watch from season one, episode one to now is American Greed on CNBC. I love that show. Not only will they tell you how scams are ran, they'll low key show you how to do them. Uh, well, don't want to open wounds, and also been scammed by people I knew in person. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. I understand, but yes, American Greed, CNBC. Please watch every single episode. Every single episode, you will learn something new. All kinds of scams. All kinds. There's a counterfeit scams, of course. Counterfeit products. The Chinese make billions raking in on counterfeit goods. I can't hate that hustle. Get that money. Some people know that what they're buying is fake. Like, um, what's the designer name? Michael Kors, the MKs. I call them the Mortal Kombats. Like the purse they sell in the flea market. I call them the Mortal Kombat. But people don't. A lot of women just don't care. It's like, well, it's close enough to the real thing. I just want to feel like it's real. And then they go with that, which is fine by me. Do what you do. Same thing with shoes. Same thing with clothes. I've never been in investment scams, but I have been approached a few times for investment scams. Um, yeah, you have to be very careful, especially friends and family, especially friends and family that they want you to invest in them and their business idea and um, DH Gate. You can find all the knockoffs. All right, let's take a look. DH Gates. Never even heard of it. What the hell is this? China leading wholesale site? Okay. We know that's not a Switch. What is this? The Game Box G5. Boy, if you don't get. What the fuck is. They actually used it. Wow. That's a lawsuit from PlayStation. That's the PS2 controllers. That's how they really. Wow. Ultra high. They always put that dumb ultra high definition like it's gonna actually come in 4K. Stop it. No, it's not. Android 7.1? Are you serious? We're on Android 12. So it's old. Fake Jordan, Nike, Gucci. Tanisha, let me ask you something. Because when I open up my SVG shop, my Etsy shop, um, I'm gonna be stealing and remixing SVGs. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's what everyone else does, so I'm gonna do it too. Um, I don't know about actually printing. I don't think I'm gonna actually print. I think I'm just gonna stick with digital. So okay, obviously this is a fake. I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be a PS5. Not even PS5. It looks like a bootleg PS3. But this would be good if your kids just need something to play, and they don't care if it's a PS4, PS5, or whatever. They just need something. 62.72. It's actually a pretty good price. Etsy may flag you, but Shopify won't. Yeah, I'm not gonna put like I'm not gonna put like well actually they do have logos and stuff on Etsy. I have seen that. Um Tamagotchis, I remember those. Those are bootleg Tamagotchis. We know these are not a Switch. This is an Android system that is meant to look like a Switch. This actually looks like a PSP. Let's see. 8 gigabytes, 3,000 games. Some of these items are actually very good because their purpose is just to be an emulator, a portable emulator, and sometimes that's good enough for a lot of people, especially us old school heads. I can't believe I'm calling myself old school. Um, where you just want to play like the games that you enjoyed as a kid in handheld form. Let's see what else we got. I take a month. It take a month to go get your stuff. I watch a lot of YouTube videos on DHgate stuff. Yeah, some of the good stuff is good. Sometimes there's really no difference between name brand and the fake or the counterfeit, except for the brand. But watch for customs because they're coming in hot. Yeah. Oh no, we're not doing like the physical stuff. Yeah, I did read about a time where customs busted like this ring in LA for millions of dollars worth of stuff. Because it's out there, you know. The only reason why the government mad is because they don't get their cut. That's the only reason. What about clothes and stuff? Let's see. Store home. Shenzhen is one place that I do want to visit. It's basically the counterfeit capital of the world. You buy electronics. You could buy fake. You could buy electronics like the components, electronic components. You could buy Rolexes, fake purses, anything you could think of. Shenzhen has it. They have a lot of business supplies on there. Yep. Like, yeah, there's some good stuff here that you really can't get legitimately. So not all counterfeit stuff is bad. Sometimes the counterfeit stuff is actually better than the legit stuff because the legit stuff is overpriced as far as like video games and stuff goes. Sometimes. Um, what's top selling? Why am I just getting electronic stuff? I don't want just electronic stuff. Let's see. Magnetic eyelashes. I did not know that was actually a thing. Shoes and accessories. Oh wow, those look nice. Of course, how they look here is probably not how they look when you get them. Wish.com. But don't post DH website, YouTube will flag. Oh my god. Now you want to tell me that? Yeah, I need people to actually listen to this live stream. So we won't see that anymore. Okay. Um any other questions? Please. And again, this is just a scratching the surface. There's all kinds of scam, like highly technical scams, uh, that just people will just only like hackers and programs will be able to catch. But there it goes so much deeper. The links in the comments of DHgate. Okay, well let's take a look. I do like these shoes though. These shoes are nice. The Jordans are fake. But like stuff, the great thing is like stuff like this you're not gonna find in like an actual store. Those are nice. Don't know how they look in real life, but yeah, you can make a business of buying things off of DHgate or Wish.com and then repackaging them and reselling them on Amazon. Absolutely, absolutely. What are these? The Vegeta ones? 268. Wow. 268. You could flip. I don't know how much shipping and handling is. 1264. So you could what sell these for 50? Maybe 50 may be too much. Amazon doesn't like that. Amazon is really hard to sell. I don't know. The TikTokers may be all cap. Ain't no telling. Those are nice. If I ever had the equipment to make my own counterfeit shoes, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fake Jordans. Really fake Jordans. But most people, like I said, most people don't care. You want to stick with Amazon FBA. What does FBA stand for, Tanisha? What is the difference? You don't want to send anything that's fake to Amazon. They're not forgiving. Don't do it. Oh, I'm not selling on. Yeah, no. Why do that when I could just hustle these cash outs indefinitely? Store coupon, $100 off of 1200. Okay. Toys. Block sets, stress toys. I do like here instead of like Alibaba where you have to buy things in bulk. We know we're not selling any legit CPUs. I can stop that. Stop the cap. Fulfillment by Amazon. Okay. Send the products to them and they will do the rest. Okay. I did not know that. Yeah, I would never buy counterfeit electronics because if something goes wrong, the fight toys, the fidget toys. Let's see. Big size plush fidget toys. Okay. I don't understand what the point. I've seen these in Dollar General and at Walgreens. I don't understand the point. Okay. 355 a piece, 217 a piece. Hmm. Okay. Fidget spinners are still a thing, I guess. Let's see. Louis Vuitton. Technically, this would be considered a scam. No, no, no. Let me take that back. No, they're not a scam because you know exactly what you're getting. Not even a ripoff. A scam, yeah, scam is basically when you expect one thing and you get another or you get nothing. A ripoff is when you expect something and you get a lot less than what you're expecting. So you're not being defrauded, you're just getting gypped. What are these? What the hell are those? The item doesn't exist. Thank goodness. Hurt my eyes. 556 to 771. Oh, they have a watermark. Oh, that's so cute. Are these crap, what are Balenciagas. Yeah. Okay. They can't because of copyright issues. Yeah, they can't put the name on it, but people, well, yeah, the Chinese doesn't care. There's virtually no uh, copyright in China. Matter of fact, China beat Apple, the name Apple to Apple, beat them before it. They registered the Apple trademark in China. So when Apple wanted to expand in China, they had to pay, I forgot how much it was, for the name. Ain't that something? Those are nice. 124, not $124 nice. Best fashion, neoprene, blah 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 blah. Oh no. No, 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 no. Yeah, those are nice. I never ordered for DHK, I just watched the videos. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Where are the purses? I don't think most people care. I mean, we're not in high school anymore. Shoes and accessories. Let's do a search for Louis Vuitton. Okay, no, not those. The hell are these? It's pixelated. Why are they pixelated? These are nursing shoes, apparently. Oh no, you don't want to look at the purses. I do want to look at the purses. Okay. I don't know why women pay so much for a damn bag. It does the same thing as a 5 cent grocery bag, but whatever. Men's traveling. Oh boy, here we go. All right, let's just go to purses. Don't look for purses that'll get you banned. No, from who? Let me get off this. See, you scaring me with this. Taza, don't look for purses. Okay, don't look at the purses. All right, all right, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I do want to keep the live stream up. I don't want to get banned. Thank you, Tanisha. But yes, if this is a subject I want to delve deeper into or come up with more anti strategies or more strategies, of course, let me know. Thank you guys for coming. I got to catch up on some assessments. It's already 11 o'clock at night. Jesus. Um, I'm in trouble. I'm starting 7 jobs tomorrow. Just look at the toys and other things that can be sold as dropship. No, that's okay. Um, Thank you guys so much, and maybe we'll do a live stream tomorrow. We'll see. Thank you all, and I will see you all later. Good night.